Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We are trying to do some backyard birding. Got the feeder set up, and you know, um, I had intended on going out and sitting outside to do this, but it's 42 degrees and the wind is blowing about 35 miles an hour, and it's there's little raindrops coming out of the sky, and it is absolutely miserable um, outside. So I thought we would just set up the cam in the window, set it on the bird feeder, and see what's going on. I'm just trying to learn YouTube Live. I am a complete novice at this. It's something I've never done before. I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me. I hope you can. Um, but that's what we're doing. We're checking out the cam. Belty is here. Apparently somebody is here. Have not seen a lot of bird activity today. So far, let me pull up my checklist here on the computer. So far today, I have seen three, in the last hour or so, three nuthatches, three white-breasted nuthatches, two cardinals, and a whole slew of house sparrows. So not a lot going on in the bird world today, but we'll sit here for a while and we'll see if we can come up with some birds here. My name's Rick. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. Betty, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you were, or Belty, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you are here with us today, kind of checking out the bird feeder cam. I see some real I can see some real benefit in this when it's more busy, and maybe a live cam during times of severe weather. Has not seen a lot of activity at the feeder over the last hour. Like I said, some white-breasted nuthatches, a cardinal, several house sparrows. I'm kind of surprised we're not getting any squirrels right now, because the squirrels have been incredibly busy gathering nuts for the winter. Oh my gosh, I love North Carolina. I'm not sure exactly where Granite Falls is, but I have spent a lot of time around Asheville, Black Mountain, Maggie Valley, that part of the state. My wife and I play music, specifically bluegrass and folk type music, and I've played a lot of gigs out in western North Carolina in the mountains. And we just had a frost and freeze advisory pop up. You may have heard that notification in the background. Oh, so you're headed out towards the coast, not quite out that way, but I know that part of the state. Are you any place close to Greensboro? I have a friend that lives there. I can't believe we've been watching for, what, 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, and haven't seen a single bird yet. It's so unusual. It's like they think, like they know that I am streaming. So got distracted by the weather alarm starting to go off. So we have your pretty typical songbirds, yardbirds here in Indiana. You know, cardinals, blue jays, mourning doves, red-tailed hawks, red-shouldered hawks.
Rick, here is your reminder. Clean my toilet.
Well, I certainly did not mean for that reminder to go out over the air. Sorry about that, folks. So I look out over our front yard. Like I said, I was planning on being out back sitting on the patio, but it's just too cold for that today. But this is where I record my podcast. It's where I record my radio show. I get to look out over the bird feeder and see what's going on. We're in an urban area, although we have an Indianapolis address. We're out of town a little ways, so it is not unusual to see a fox stroll through our yard, possums, rabbits, and the occasional deer. Not real often do we see a deer stroll through, but once in a while. And how disappointing that we had birds here all morning long on the feeder, and now that I've decided to try this streaming thing, they are all gone. But I am glad that we've got decent picture quality. I wasn't sure how this was going to work, but I think the picture actually looks okay. Oh, Belty Cat. You know what? I think I just figured out who you are. We follow each other on Twitter, right? Oh, we have lots of raccoons. We have lots of blackbirds, common grackles. We have a lot of crows here. Oh my goodness. Now, when you pop up in my live stream, I'll know who you are. I should have known that from the cat. So friends that so friends that are watching, we're trying to see what kind of birds we can find at our feeder, and it's not working out too good today. There is nothing here. But we'll watch for a while. Everybody's welcome to hang out for a little bit and see what happens. One of the things I've decided to do this winter, I struggle a lot. Winter is really hard on me mentally and emotionally, and I'm just trying to, really stay connected, not only with people here in my area, but with people around the world through the magic of the internet. So I've got some ideas for some lives coming up. Some of the possibilities is firing up the ham radio and what lets you guys watch me make contacts around the world. That could be fun. I also thought about going real-time geocaching, taking y'all along on a geocaching excursion. And of course, I'm sure that we will have some kind of featured lives with Gabriel the rescue dog when we're talking about animal rescue. Yeah, that's the hardest thing I have, Kat, is the short days. And we have not had a lot of snow the last 3 or 4 years here, but it has been gloomy all winter long. I mean, just cloudy, gloomy, not much daylight at all. And it's just been awful. We've had a lot more ice than we have snow. And I do not like the ice. I actually don't mind the snow because it kind of brightens everything up. You know, it covers the brown grass up and covers the mud up. Looks like I picked the wrong day to stream a bird feeder cam. And as you can tell from the stream, it is trash day. The recycling is the yellow. It's already ran, so waiting on the trash to run, and I'll go out and bring those up. It is 43 degrees here right now. The wind is gusting from the west at 28 miles an hour. And you can't see it on the stream, but it is spitting just a little bit of rain, little bitty drops. It almost feels like sleet when it hits your skin. You know what's going to happen, y'all, is when I turn the live stream off, all the birds are going to come to the feeder, and I'm going to have a full yard of birds and squirrels. Yeah, sleep for me too, and that doesn't come easy, especially in the wintertime. For some reason, I just have such a fractured sleep schedule. I have ordered one of those light bars. I forget what you call them, but they're supposed to be like light therapy. So I'm hoping that may make a difference this year. So for those that have joined, I'm Rick. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. I am brand new to YouTube streaming. This is a new thing for me. I set up this camera on the bird feeder, hoping we would get some bird action today and get some really interesting things for everybody to see. And it's been dead so far. It is 1:08 in the afternoon here in Indianapolis. I'm on the Eastern time zone, and you can see that the half-day kindergartners are coming home. You probably just saw them walk by on the screen there. Well, I'm going to keep the stream going for, probably another 8 minutes or so. Make it like a 20-minute stream, and we'll see if anything comes up. Um, so I started tracking the birds just about 5 minutes before I opened the camera, and I had two white-breasted nuthatches, a cardinal, which is one of the most beautiful birds ever. I'm assuming everybody knows what a cardinal is. And I had probably 15 house sparrows. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a great joke. And crows had to drink at home before the crowbar was invented. I really have kind of found a love for birding over the past couple of years. I keep a list of everything I see in my yard every year, and I keep an overall list also. I have seen, let's see, let me pull it up here. I do this on eBird. I have seen 81 species this year in our yard. Uh, we were in Ireland in August, and it was really cool to see some different birds that we don't have around here. I really enjoyed that trip. Oh my gosh, I'd never thought about it. Monkey bars that way. I never thought about it that way. That is hilarious. I may use that. I can't believe we have not seen a single bird at the feeder or a squirrel. It is usually just filled with them. Isn't that the luck? One of these days, we get a nice day. I'm going to take the camera up to our local park. We've got a local park with a big lake that has a lot of migrating waterfowl. That would be a cool place to do that, I think. And I don't know if you guys can hear my wind chimes or not, but man, they are just really going to town with this stiff wind blowing. So if you're interested in bird watching, there's a couple of things I would recommend. There's an app called Merlin, Merlin, Merlin. That is an app that identifies birds by bird call. So you just let it run on your phone when you're out walking through the woods or you're in your yard, and you'll see what birds it heard. And then there's an app called eBird, and that's how I keep my list. That's how I keep my life list of all the birds that I have seen. So Merlin, 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 and eBird are the two that I use. I was looking at my bird list. That was the clicking you heard in the background. We'll keep going here for a couple more minutes. We'll make this a 20-minute stream since there is not much going on. But I have to say, I am really enjoying this. I'm enjoying this more than I kind of thought I would. So even without the birds. Oh, absolutely agree, Kat. So our backyard, we have blackberry vines, blackberry bushes, whatever you call them, all up and down our fence row, and we have to get those quickly. I We have rescue tortoises. Some of you know that we have rescue tortoises, and they love fresh blackberries. Oh my gosh, their beak gets all stained. They love them so much. That would be another interesting live stream. Maybe not. Turtle feeding time for the tortoises. That might be an interesting one. I hadn't really considered that. And if I had a way to carry my camera or my phone securely while Gabe and I were out for a walk, that might be a fun one. I'm going to be brainstorming different ideas for uh, for YouTube lives. Well, my goodness, people, I was so excited because I thought I could share some of the wildlife in my yard on a live stream, and it didn't work. But that's all right. I got to chat with some people, I got to reconnect with a friend, and that's a good thing. They are not very large. So the Russian tortoise is about the size of a small dinner plate, and that's about as big as they get. And the ornate tortoise is uh, About the size of a cereal bowl. So both of those are smaller tortoises. Both of those are very common in the exotic pet trade. Those are both rescues. People will get things like that and not realize that they take pretty specialized care, humidity, heat, things like that. So, and they're a long-term commitment because, they live over 100 years. All right. Well, I'm going to go gather the trash cans. I got to take Gabriel, the rescue dog, for a walk. It's about that time. This has been fun. We'll do this again, maybe Tuesday or so. Maybe once a week, do a bird feeder cam. I'm doing a live on Monday morning at 9 a.m. called Clouds and Coffee Weather Chat. So I'll be popping up more here on the lives. I really appreciate everybody being here today. And Kat, we will see you on the Twitter.